Hi, hello, and welcome everybody. Happy Monday, happy Tuesday, almost Tuesday because it is late when I'm streaming. I am here and ready to react to the horse Uma Musume girl. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I am starting a bit later than usual, so there's a chance that we might not get anyone today, but that's perfectly fine. No worries at all. ZZZ is back on the menu, boys, just for a little bit, not for too long, because HSR 4.5 is on the horizon. We reacted to the live stream previously, and we've got 4.5 in about a week's time, where we will be playing the story and summoning for Robin Samurato. But a brief intermission into the Triple Z because Sigrid is on her way to the game, and I am pretty damn sure that we're going to be summoning for her. What's going on, Swev? Hashtag lurk. Appreciate you coming in, Swev. Always a pleasure to have you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope the weekend treated you well. But yeah, we're going to be, I'm pretty sure summoning for Sigrid. She won me over. I did not expect to summon for this character. This to me was like a pretty easy skip, like a pretty simple skip. And you know what? See, her role in the story in 3.1 was amazing. Her character is super likable. I love her personality. And then obviously, she's pretty damn nice to look at. So I do think we're going to summon for Sigrid, which means that we're going to be going live tomorrow as well. So it should be a good time. But yeah, today we've got her trailers planned. I believe all of her trailers have been released. They told us that we were going to get a teaser, and that teaser came out last night, if I remember correctly, and also her character demo, which came out just a couple of days ago. So I believe that's all the trailers that she is going to get, and we're going to be reacting to both of them today. So that should be a good time, and then tomorrow we'll do the summon. So I mean, that takes us into our housekeeping items as always. So when can you guys expect the next stream? Well, the next stream, like I just said, will most likely be tomorrow. Now, there is a very slim chance, that I decide, you know what, maybe not the smartest idea to go for Sigrid. You know, Gulio, you've got to save for M6 Eldrada. You got to save for M6 S5 Eldrada, Gulio. You can't be summoning like this unless you want to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on an M6. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But right now, right here in this moment, I do want to summon for Sigrid. So, and you guys probably know this about me, very difficult to get me to not do something that I want to do. So, pretty sure we're going to summon for Sigrid. So next stream should be tomorrow. And then obviously here very soon, we should be getting Robin Subarato trailers. So that'll be later this week. Once the Robin trailers start to come out, we'll react to those as well. Though that'll be a Myriad Celestia and a character demo trailer, I believe, if I remember that correctly. So that's kind of the week ahead. And then obviously next week will be a 4.5 release date. And that'll be a pretty big week of streaming. We'll be doing the summons. We'll be doing the main story quest. We'll be doing the post main story quest discussion / recap that we always do. So that'll be a pretty big week for streaming. So look forward to it. So, and then after that, we've got ZZZ 3.2 on the horizon. So that'll be fun as well. In terms of the second housekeeping item, so like I mentioned, we will still be doing Expedition 33 at some point on the channel. I don't quite know when that will be, but I haven't given up on playing Expedition 33. It's going to happen, and it's going to happen sooner rather than later. I'm just trying to find a good kind of timing, a good kind of spot in the streaming schedule and in just my general life to where starting to stream Expedition 33 would make sense. So still going to be doing it, just postponed it. It's just been a little bit delayed, but just know that it's on the horizon for anyone who wanted to watch that as well. And then there is a third housekeeping item today. So be warned, anyone who is a regular in my chat or who regularly watches my YouTube VODs, you guys know that I have had a bit of a small issue with freezes in the stream due to me black screening on my end. When I was setting up for the stream today, I did experience a little bit of that, so there might be some technical issues up ahead of time. So just a heads up that that might be happening here today. So, but yeah. So that is kind of like the main outlook for the channel, the main outlook for the next week. And so hopefully you guys are able to come in, chat it up a little bit, and have a good time. So, but yeah. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started here in just a bit. I'll give it a couple more minutes to see if anyone hops in to chat or not. If no one hops in, we'll go ahead and get started, and we'll react to the trailers and have a good, nice little discussion. In terms of what I want to see from the trailers, I'm fully expecting these trailers to be leaning more on that kind of comedic or humorous side. You know what I mean? I'm not really expecting any of these trailers to go too hard on the backstory or like maybe like a character like death injection for Sigrid. For me, Sigrid's main characterization came in the 3.1 main story and in the event. So I have done the event, the beach summer resort fantasy resort event. And so to me, that was nice to kind of get a little bit of insight into, you know, some of her insecurities and kind of develop her character that way. I thought that was good. So I'm expecting this to be more leaning towards, you know, humoristic, comedic, a bit more funny, a bit more lighthearted. And obviously, just to say it how it is, she's fucking hot, man. She just is. Like, I can't really tell it otherwise. And so they're probably going to lead into that as well. I'm not expecting like a full horny trailer. Like, I don't think that's the type of character that Sigrid is like designed to be. But I am expecting like for them to lean a little bit into that. So I think it's going to be more of a enjoy trailer, right? Less of an analysis trailer. That said, what do I want to say? What's going on, Wagadaba? Hey, Wagadaba on YouTube, my friend. Good to see you. Happy Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. You said it at the very end of the last stream that we did for the live stream. You got a job, my friend. Congratulations. Sincerely, I apologize for not saying it on the previous stream when you said it, but I am very happy for you. I'm very happy to hear that you were able to get a job and that you are employed and working towards, towards your life. So very happy for you, my friend. It's good to see you, as always, an OG of mine. So congratulations again, Wagadaba. Again, I am sorry for missing it previously. I think you came in at the very end of the stream, right as I was kind of about to end it, and I didn't see your message. So that's my mistake. My bad, my brother. Congratulations again, sincerely. Very happy for you. Very, very happy for you. So. But good to see you, Wakadaba, and Swev, I believe you're lurking as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started here in just a bit. But like I said, I think this is going to be trailers that lean more towards the humorous side, the more having fun side. And then once we finish reacting to the trailers, we'll, give it a quick little discussion, and then we'll call it here for today. So I'm thinking it's going to be a short stream, especially if, we're working with a lower party today than what we usually are. I think it's probably going to be anywhere from like 30 minutes to 40 minutes, something around there. If more people come in later down the line, maybe we'll kind of yap for a bit, we'll chat for a bit, but for the most part, I think it's going to be a pretty chill stream. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and get it pulled up. I've got both of the videos here. So give me just a little bit. In 3, 2, 1. There we go. And we're going to be starting with the character demo because we're going to be going chronologically in order. So this is the character demo, and then we'll be doing the teaser afterwards. That is the plan of attack for Sigrid's trailers. How long is this one? It's only 2.5 minutes long. Well, actually, is that long or short compared to like some of the other character demos that we've had in ZZZ? I think it's relatively short. I mean, certainly compared to like Star Rail, right? Well, we've had some really short Star Rail trailers, like Evanesia's trailer and Ashvale's trailer. Those are pretty fucking short, but those are the exceptions, I think, because like the whole Japan-China political situation thing going on. So, but even if it is a short trailer, we're going to enjoy it. We're going to have a good time. So let's make sure that we've got the audio. Audio should be good. What are we at? Yeah, 25 is good. Closed captions are on. Make sure HD is good to go. All right. I think we're good. So this is Sigrid's character demo trailer called Hoofing It. Haha, I get the reference. I get the joke, guys. And hopefully we get to have some fun with our favorite horse girl. For those of you who are fans of Uma Musume, lock in, because this is our Uma Musume character for ZZZ. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Oh,
Hello?
oh, I love the way she puts
Roger
on
that.
her. Oh, dear.
Sorry, everyone. I must excuse myself for a moment. If everything goes as planned, I
Wait,
should
I
be
need to
back
watch
soon.
that back later for sure. For Sigrid.
The coordinates
nice.
are changing?
Nice angles.
It should be this way.
Oh, Sigrid, don't tell me you're bad at technology.
Ladies,
We can't have Remy L. Boomer and Sigrid Boomer.
Something is not right.
Come on, I believe in you.
Recalculating.
Sigrid, you should
Not
not
this way
play
either.
Pokemon.
Why does it keep changing? Oh no.
I like that she just keeps chasing after Lindenberg.
Where's the map? Can I
So-
not bring it back?
Remy L. Okay. I like the angle, ZZZ, again. That was a classic, like,
It's
Juyen
fixed.
angle.
What is this now? Can I not turn it
Uh-oh.
off?
Hey, you guys are fucked. You're gonna try to fight her? Yeah, you know. This
What
is.
exactly
Yep, there we go. And
are you doing here?
this is on you. Poor Ethereals. I feel bad for the Ethereals, but this is on them. Sigrid just. Was that the JJKB? That had to be the JJKB, right?
Technology
I haven't
can be
seen
such
season
a
3,
pain.
but I'm pretty sure that was a
Forget it.
JJKB.
Since I'm already here, might as well clean house.
Bro, Sigrid is strong as fuck, man. She's definitely one
Where's
of the
Sigrid?
strongest.
I just asked her to
non-Void
grab
Hunter
a package.
characters in the
Where did she
game.
go? She left in such a hurry and
Ethereal activity detected in Scammel Hollow. Wait, is that Deputy Director Sigrid?
Hey, look, she's just.
You have arrived.
How am I back here?
Look, yeah, just. I appreciate the angles. Uh oh.
Why are you... This...
I feel bad.
Sorry for the wait. Huh?
Secret, where on earth did you go?
She holds up her phone to her.
The battery's
ear.
dead.
Poor Sigrid, man. That entire trailer was that leaned less into like what I expected, which is like gonna be like the like. I was expecting to see more for like derpy side. That was more into like the clumsy side of Sigrid. You know what I mean? So we got some nice shots of her like being a complete badass. Those Ethereals got absolutely trucked. I like poor Ethereals. I feel more bad for the Ethereals than I feel bad for Sigrid, to be honest. But hey, that's what you get. Like I said, this is one of the strongest characters currently in ZZZ that is not a Void Hunter. Like she is capable of some insane shit. Like you would like if we were to power scale ZZZ, which I will not do. I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to take that undertaking. That's too stressful of a task. But Sigrid would definitely be very high on that list. So honestly, she might be. I mean, would she be the strongest non-Void Hunter character in ZZZ? I mean, let's think about who else is there, right? There's Obel Squad. They're pretty strong, right? What's going on, Stone, my friend? Welcome in. Happy Monday, Stone. Hope you had a great weekend. We just reacted to the first trailer. There was a couple of really nice, yeah, let's go to the most replayed. Well, this is, well, for one, there's that, but like over here, yeah, here we go. A couple of really nice, let's call them cinematography, right? We can call it cinematography. Yeah. Moving on. So I calculated, assuming we get 90 pulls per patch from now till 4.5, I still wouldn't have enough to E6 S5 Firefly SP. Oh dear, my friend. Well, I assume I assume that you are assuming average luck, right? You know, a average level of luck. You could get lucky, right? You could get super lucky. So you think it might be just an overtime thing. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that you don't necessarily, if you want to E6 a character, you don't necessarily have to E6 them right away. They're always going to rerun and give you an opportunity to get just a little bit more. That said, when that character does rerun, they're going to be slightly worse because of, because of the damage ceiling just going up over time. So getting the E6 right away is more fun, but doesn't necessarily have to be right in that moment. So On release, you'll just try for Ichu S1. That to me is always like the most reasonable one, right? Like, I can't really talk shit anymore because I did end up getting my first E6 and will probably end up getting another, M6 here quite shortly in the next coming months. So can't really talk shit no more. But to me, yeah, Ichu S1 was always like the sweet spot for me with Star Rail and ZZZ. That was always like this feels like a good investment into one of my favorite characters to allow them to feel a bit special, and have them perform just a little bit better. My very first Ichu in Star Rail was Firefly. My second Ichu in Star Rail was Sarini. Those are my 2 and 3 favorite characters in the game. And then my favorite character in the game, Himiko, just was the camel that broke. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, and we ended up doing the E6. So Stone, and I'm fine them being worse since I'm doing it as a love character thing, not a meta thing. Fair enough. That's, to me, Stone, I feel the exact same way. I summon for Eidolons less for the gameplay purposes and more for like the, expressing my passion for that specific character, expressing my love for that specific character. So, but yeah. Yeah, hopefully, my friend, you get super lucky and you're able to E6 Firefly SP whenever she does come out. Without having to spend any money without having to wait for a rerun. So, and here's the thing, Stone. There's always a chance that Firefly SP doesn't come out when she's rumored to come out, because we've heard many different things currently about when the Firefly SP is supposed to come out. Some rumors are saying that she is, I believe, 5.6/7, like the end of 5.x. Some people are saying that she's going to be the beginning of 5.x. So we have no idea when the Firefly SP should come out. So, and I've heard people say she'll be 5.0, but I disagree. I think she'll be one of the hype units of the year. I agree. I think she'll either be the, we'll see, because one of the more reliable rumors / leaks currently is that Kafka SP is rumored to be the anniversary. So I think if Firefly SP is going to be a main push, which she's going to be, right? It's Firefly. That's the most popular character in the game. Firefly would be the summer main push or the end of the patch main push. So she would either be 5.4 or 5.7, right? So that would be like one of the two. I would be very surprised if Firefly ended up being 5.0. That to me would just be them shooting themselves in the foot. So, Stone, she makes too much money to not be, yeah. My guess right now is Kafka's anniversary, Firefly's summer push, and Kas is the end of the year main push. Kas, I assume you mean Casterus, because there have been rumors about a Casterus SP. I'm not sure. I think they would probably, for 5.7, I think they would want to keep up with the finality thing. So I think they would do another finality character in 5.7. But yeah, who knows? We are way too far out from, even 4.7 to even start making like educated guesses. Like, it's just too far away to be able to say anything reliably. So, but yeah, I wish you luck, my friend. I wish you luck. So, do you think Cass SP could be finality? To me, I don't think that would make sense, because I just think for the finality, they're going to do very specific characters, like Stellaron Hunters and like characters related to the Stellaron Hunters. And I don't really see Casterus being, a character that's going to have too deep of connections with the finality. Now, obviously, she has power over death. Maybe you could argue that, like, okay, death, finality, somewhat synonymous, but, we'll see. I'm not saying I don't want a Cass SP. Would love a Cass SP, but I just don't know if she'll be finality. So, but yeah, like I said, rumors or leaks. Play 80s, what's going on, my friend? Welcome into the stream. Good to see you, Play 80s. How's it going? Happy weekend. Happy Monday. Interesting. Are you referring to what I just said right now about the Honkai Star Rail speculation? Or are you referring to the very particular angle that we have on the stream at the moment? Listen, man, this is where I'm keeping it. for now. The ladder. Look, man. Look, man. I know what I want, and I'm not gonna shy away. So, by the way, I said this at the start of the stream, but no one was here, so I'll say it now. Stone and Pleiades and Wakadaba and Swev, if you guys are still around, pretty sure we're gonna be streaming tomorrow to summon for Sigrid. So I am fairly confident we're gonna summon for her. I do really want her. So, Stone, if they make a propagation path at 5.x, I'm calling them. They're making Firefly SP propagation. Well, the rumor is that it's going to be finality. So I would be very surprised if it's propagation. And if it's going to be finality, I think Firefly fits into that even more than she fits into propagation. So, I mean, that's what the Stellaron Hunters are all about. Pleiades, I am good. How are you? Well, I'm glad to hear that, Pleiades. I'm doing well. I am severely sleep deprived. I very much need to go to sleep early today, but for the most part, doing well. Work was rough today, so that didn't help, but just for whatever reason, I've been in a good mood today, so, you know, I'll take it. And tomorrow seems like it's going to be a bit easier, so if I can get a good night's sleep tonight, hit tomorrow, you know, ground running, should be a good start to the week. Stone, where's that Eon Himiko, huh? The Eon Himiko is, I think, getting closer. I've gotten a couple of pieces that are better than the pieces that I had before. My score hasn't gone up all that much. However, I think I am like one good body piece away from like shooting up from like right now. I think I'm 125. I'm one good body piece away from instantly becoming Eon. I have all of the other pieces in a really good spot. I just need that one last piece to go from like 125 to like 150. And if you go, by the way, there's another site that Goldie, friend of the channel, uses. If you go to the other site that ranks character builds, I'm number 7 in the world. So like it depends on like what the tool that you're using ranks. But like the other site, I think, doesn't necessarily put so much weight onto like the crit ratio, because you know with Fribbles they put a lot of weight into making sure you have a very precise crit ratio. Like if you are under crit or over crit rate, they see that as like really bad. Whereas the other site, I forget what it's called, it's a different relic score. They just value like the overall quality of the pieces more. On that site, I'm number 7 in the world. So let's make that clear, right? But yeah, Eon Himiko, hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. So my reasoning is in Zenless trailer, we saw Firefly in the Propagation Sam outfit. I think that might be her like form. I just think it's gonna be finality and not propagation. So Pleiades, I think I can see why you're in a good mood. Yep. Yep. Listen, man, there's always gonna be a couple of characters in a gacha game that end up winning you over. This character just ended up being like just a really nice character for me, and she's just hot. Like that's the big thing. Like it's just the fact that like, okay, I like her. She's super fun. She's super funny. I think she had a great role in the 3.1 story, and the characterization that she got in the summer event was really nice and actually like, you know, really nice and touching. And she's got an absolute dump truck of an ass. And so, you know, we're going to go for it. So we'll see. We'll see. There's always a chance that, you know, tomorrow comes around and I'm thinking, hey, look, Gulio, Eldreda has to be the priority. You have to start saving for Eldreda M6. You know, don't summon on Sigrid. But the heart wants what the heart wants, so we'll see. So I'm sadly skipping Sigrid for Claret. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, a lot of people, I feel like Claret's one of like the few characters that like a lot of people really like that doesn't quite do it for me. Her voice actor is a voice actor that I know quite well, so there's that going for her. And she is going to be the very first new class of the game, which is going to be Armorer. The Armorer class looks very cool, and I'm hoping that at this point Sunbringer is Armorer as well. Well, specifically Eldreda. So Pleiades, you as well. Good to see. Stone, I still can't believe they dropped 2 elements on us and then patched later a new type. Yeah, honestly, it's getting ridiculous. They need to stop. They need to stop. Like, No more after this. That's good enough. Like, we've got wind, we've got lumen, we've got armor now. ZZZ, you've run out. No more. You can't make any more. This is it. For at least for several years, I think. So they're just kind of dropping everything on us. No, it's actually our second new class since launch. No, yeah, because we got Rupture. So, like, it's going too fast in my opinion. So, it's going a bit too fast. Pleiades, is kind of annoying that they dropped this much on us without allowing us to pre-farm. Agreed. Agreed, my friend. I have had my fair share of annoyances with this kind of business model that they're going with. They, like I said, they need to slow down. They need to slow down. And I think they will. I don't think they're going to do much after armor. I think armor is going to be kind of the last bit. Like, I don't think Eldrada is going to have a new element. I think she's going to be just like Yi Xuan and Miyabi and Yeshuangguang, where she's going to have a unique element of the existing elements. It's probably going to be fire or electric, one of the two. So, yeah, at least with HSR, they only do it once a year. Yeah, so it's not that bad. You think, Stone? I think Eldrada might be an armored character. You think? I'm just fucking with you, man. She's, yeah, pretty obviously going to be armored or armorer character. I would be shocked if Eldrada wasn't. Like, they need to sell the class type, and they're going to. So, yeah, it's either armor or rupture, but it's going to be armor, which I'm excited for. I definitely am excited for armor. Okay, well, it was a fun trailer. Let's kind of talk about the trailer a little bit. I mean, there's not a lot to talk about. I love this. This made me smile and laugh. I love the fact that, like, the game is, like, proper and, like, hey, you know, she's a horse tyrant. Her ears are not down here. They're up here. So if she's going to be talking on the phone, she's not going to hold her phone like this. She's not going to hold her phone like this. She's going to hold her phone like this because that's where her ears are at. So, nice little detail there. Nice little detail there. And for the most part, it's just Sigrid just being an absolute boomer or not being good with technology. Which, by the way, Remiel and Sigrid not being good with technology is really funny. Wise, you got a lot of baggage to carry if we're working with technology. But yeah, don't let her play Pokemon Go. Am I right? Then obviously, like I said, we were gonna get moments like this. I mean, she's got an absolute dump truck. So this is a very classic, like, Zhuyan, like, camera angle, right? So, Stone, you just read the trailer name. Yeah, hoofing it. I like, by the way, I liked the name of the stream a lot. Take a look at the name of the stream. Like, if you take a look at the name of the stream, now read it literally. Like, take the name of the stream and take it literally. So, what's going on? Weird fact on YouTube. Do you support Palestine? My friend, I will not be commenting on that. There's gonna be a situation when I'm streaming one day where I will allow the stream to get a bit more deeper into that kind of stuff, but this is not a stream to discuss politics or, you know, religion or anything that might cause, you know, controversy. This is a stream for having fun. This is a stream to react to ZZZ and some gacha games. So I have my thoughts and opinions on that situation, but I will not be sharing them. But welcome to the stream, my friend. Hope you had a good weekend. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. So, but yeah, and then we get to the point of the stream where Sigrid's just like, hey, look at that. There's a couple of ethereals in my path. Let me just burst open the path. Like, seriously, this character is strong as fuck. And we got this glorious scene. I need to rewatch this several times. This is the JJK meme. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, absolutely, it's the JJK meme. It's just different, right? Instead of, like, brushing her hair back, she's, you know, looking at her phone. But it's the JJK meme exactly. Hold on. JJK, what's his name? Naoya? Is it when he fights Choso, right? Yeah, here we go. It's this one right here. It's the thumbnail right there. And he moves his hair back. There we go. There it is. That's this exact meme. Right here. God bless the Hoyoverse developers, man. They know what we want. Yeah, she's just so casually just dealing with a whole bunch of ethereals, man. This is crazy. And then, yeah, after that, for the most part, the trailer is just like, you know, very amazing action as per usual. And then poor Sigrid having to deal with the fact that she sucks at using technology, and poor Bang Boo. He's going Super Saiyan. She's definitely a bit of a goober, for sure, but we love goobers. So stream is for chilling, not causing arguments nonstop. Well, it depends on what stream, right, you want to build for yourself. My stream certainly is for chilling and not causing arguments nonstop. So Stone, she did the Naya meme. Indeed, she did. It was amazing. Xylene, Noya trying to Orna farm, but he's got nothing on Piccolo. Honestly, bro. Piccolo is the ultimate Aura farmer. Also, Xylene, how's it going, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Look at this motherfucker. Look at this. Look at this shit, bro. This is ridiculous. All that just to get absolutely trounced by a Super Saiyan. All of this just to get absolutely trounced by a Super Saiyan. You hate to see it. Hey, Xylene, you want to see something cool? You want to see something cool? Look at that. Isn't that cool? Isn't that dope? Isn't that awesome? You cannot accuse me of anything, my friend. So, and I find it funny they put a lot of effort into this character when they probably know she won't sell that much. Well, I actually think that they didn't necessarily put that much effort necessarily into like marketing this character, but they still did a good. Let me rephrase that. I think they didn't invest that many resources into Sigrid's character, but they were just efficient with her. I think like they knew what role she was going to play in the story. They knew what role she was going to play in the event. They knew what her trailers were going to be like. They knew what type of character she was going to be like. They knew what type of dialogue she was going to have between her and other characters. And they just said, you know what? She's not going to have that much screen time, but as long as we execute well, you know, we give her, you know, dialogue that is valuable and efficient, and, you know, put her in the situations where she can shine as a character in the main story and the characters, she's going to feel like we put a lot of effort into this character, even though we didn't actually do so. Like, this trailer isn't that long. The trailer isn't exactly like that bombastic, but it's really enjoyable. Her screen time in 3.1 isn't that long, and it's not like she's doing anything too crazy in 3.1, but she's still super enjoyable, and it's the same thing with the event. I think Sigrid is just a product of them being good and efficient with creating their characters. So, Xylene, this is the horse character, indeed. She's got something that might be pleasing to the male eye. So, all right, so that's her character demo. Let's go to her teaser, shall we? We still have another trailer to react to before we stop here for today. Oh, we're starting with Linvern. All right, let's make sure the audio is good. Let's make sure closed captions are good. We got HD on. So here we go. All right, so we've watched the character demo. This is the character teaser. This one titled My Little Sigrid. So this one is interesting. Yeah, Pleiades, My Little Sigrid. I actually did not expect that kind of title. So maybe we get actually a little bit of characterization here. Maybe something to do with her parents, potentially, right? Like, are they having the parents say that to Sigrid in a way? So who knows? Stone, let me re-clarify. I mean, won't sell well compared to Remy. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. So, but yeah, I think they did a really good job with Sigrid and Remiel. I just think for one, they were fantastic together in the main story. And I feel like both of them actually are going to do pretty well in terms, well, Remiel obviously is going to do well in terms of sales. And even though Sigrid might not do well in terms of sales, I think she should do well in terms of sales. So, Big fan of Sigrid. I really liked his character. So yeah, like I said, probably gonna sub it on her. All right, I think we're ready to go. So this is a teaser, a bit longer. We have 3.5 minutes long. Should be enjoyable. In 3, 2, 1.
Next, a few words from Lady Lindbergh.
Oh, my turn?
Can I get an Eldrada call out, please?
What to talk
Any
about?
Eldrada crumbs? Hey, is this what she joined?
How
The
about
Defense Force?
I tell a few stories about our newly appointed
Deputy Director.
Newly
for
appointed
Airspace
deputy
Patrol,
director.
Captain
So maybe not
Sigrid.
when she joined the Defense Force, but when she got her title. Look at her.
Back when little.
Glorious.
when Sigrid was still a child. I could already see she was destined for greatness.
Oh. Well, actually, that makes sense that
Lady
Lindgren would have known
always says a
Sigrid as a
warrior should
child.
never hesitate, no matter the foe.
Because, you know, she's an intelligent construct.
Though her foes towered like city walls, Sigrid's spear has never known retreat.
Well, she was using a sword there, but sure.
Lady Secret
And-
is remarkable, even as a child.
So maybe she didn't retreat, but she was
Obviously.
forced to retreat.
I've fought alongside the captain multiple times.
By the time she
This is
joined
a cute
Airspace
trailer.
Patrol,
I like the
her
background
legends
OST
had
on
already
this.
spread across the entire island.
Oh! Father, potentially, right?
Sigrid, from today onward, you're officially
Or
a
maybe
member
just-
of the Airspace
Oh,
Patrol.
I really
Department.
like the color of her
I
eyes
trust
here.
you will uphold the name De La Sueur.
Yeah, father.
Lady Lindbergh always said, a warrior never forgets anything,
Because, you know, she's
no matter
from
where you
a
go.
family. Like one of the more
I will
noble
do my very
families
best.
of Scalifer.
Captain, are you all right?
Captain!
Oh my god, there was a fly. She got the fly. Hey.
Now I've seen the
She got
deputy
the fly.
director's courage with my own eyes.
During the last incident in the energy hub, Sigrid held off a wave of ethereals all by herself.
Bro, did she just cleave a building in half?
She
Also,
charged in
thanks.
like a
Nice.
bolt of lightning tearing across the sky.
Wait, she just cleaved
They're
an
surrounding
entire
us,
building
Captain.
in half.
Get the wounded out first.
Bro,
As
this
for the
character
rest,
is OP as fuck. She
I will
might be
take
the
care of
strongest non-void hunter character.
Lady Lindbergh always said,
And boom. Like a divine hero, she
Oh.
cut down the enemy.
Bro, her eyes are beautiful.
That's why from the very
colors.
beginning, I knew she'd become my finest colleague.
And closest friend.
Oh, wait. Friendship. You have to love it.
Lady Lindbergh.
Congratulations, Sigrid. You earned it.
And here she is.
I won't disappoint you.
I hope they expand on
I
this
never
dynamic
have.
later
never
in the
will.
story. They could do some really good stuff with Sigrid and Lindbergh.
Secret. One day, you'll lead Airspace Patrol and crush the Hollows.
Crush the hollows. You hear that?
Like, lead airspace control over Lindbergh?
Lady
Or as the
Lindbergh's
deputy director.
expectations are uncompromising as ever. I swear, I shall not fail Rose Califer. Not now, not ever.
Hell yeah.
So long as I can raise this spear, our miracle in the sky will never fall.
I believe it. This character is broken as hell. Do you guys want to see what the fuck she just did?
Become my finest colleague.
And closest.
Hello? When have we seen any character that's not a Void Hunter just cleave a building in half? Look at that shit, right? She just cleaved that shit in half. Or am I, okay, maybe not. Maybe not. No, never mind. I was lying. These are two separate buildings, aren't they? These are two separate buildings. Okay, I thought she just cut that building in half, and I was like, what the fuck? So, Stone Lindvern, yeah, everyone in my audience that watches me is a Lindvern fan. And here I am, the lone Eldrada fan. It's a sad corner over here. Play these. No other characters will sell as well as Remiel other than the other Void Hunters. Well, Remiel is a Void Hunter as well, so, but yes, I understand the point, Pleiades. So do you say that when Evelyn sold similar numbers on release? Yeah, for a lot of people don't realize Evelyn is really popular, which makes me very happy because that maybe means they'll give her more screen time. Now, I don't think she sold like, I don't think Evelyn did like close to the Void Hunter numbers, but she's one of the better non-Void Hunter performing banners in the game, which makes me very happy. So, because like, please give Evelyn some more screen time. I'm begging you for more Evelyn screen time, or give me an SP. Give me an SP, or make her the collab character, right? If you want to bring Astra to HSR, or bring Evelyn with her. Give me something. Give me some Evelyn crumbs. I have nothing at the moment. Eldrada hasn't released yet. She hasn't even shown up in the main story aside from 3.0, and Evelyn's nowhere to be seen outside of the Fantasy Resort event that we just had. I need something, man. My two favorite characters in the game have given me nothing for a long time. You've given me nothing. But yeah, this is also a nice trailer. I enjoyed this one. I think I like the character demo trailer just a little bit more because that one just is a little bit more funny, you know, a little bit more enjoyable. But there's a couple of great moments here. There's also a couple of things that we can analyze. Like this one, actually, we can kind of lock in for just a little bit, right? One thing that's pretty interesting about this opening scene is that clearly Linvern doesn't have like the same perspective that Eldrada does on like leading and like, you know, managing a group of citizens or, you know, a population, right? Eldrada walks up, she gives her speech. She's, you know, she's got an air of authority. You know, she's imposing, she's strong. She's, you know, someone that all the people of Rose Califer kind of look up to as like, you know, their ruler in a way. Whereas Linvern, she's more casual. She's just like, you know, all right, a speech sounds good. Let me just talk about Sigrid just a little bit here, right? And so you can kind of see how the Sunbringers are their own individual people. They've got their own individual perspectives and opinions on how to rule and how to lead. So immediately that's like a pretty interesting observation, right? Then we get the moment where Sigrid becomes, you know, the deputy director of the Aerospace Defense Force. And a little bit of we did get a little bit of young Sigrid here. So my little Sigrid, except it wasn't her parents who said my little Sigrid, it was Linvern. So she started training from a very young age, you know, fighting some poor Bangbu who were eventually going to probably not be able to keep up with her at all. And bada bing, bada boom. So, you know, that's how it goes. But one thing that I do find really interesting here is we do get confirmation that, well, most likely confirmation that at the very least her father is alive. And if he's not alive, you know, he was around for long enough to where he was able to play a part in his daughter's life. Now, they don't outright say that this is her father, but I mean, come on, right? It's the same hair color, right? They, you know, he was a member of the Force as well. And more importantly, he does say that, you know, you need to, you know, you should make the Lazur family, you know, proud in some way. And that would more likely come from someone that is your parent, right? So, because Rose Califer has like some form of aristocracy. They've got some form of nobility. Like Valina Ergid. Valina is also like a part of the aristocracy. She's got a family that she comes from. Lazur, very similar to that, also is a family that I assume has like lineage that is relevant to the Rose Califer kind of world. So yeah, this is most likely her father. So cool to get confirmation that she was, you know, raised by a parent for the majority of life, and hopefully he's still alive. But yeah, she grows up and immediately upon joining the Defense Force, bludgeons her own father in the head with her helmet in order to get a fly dead, right? She got the fly. Fly is dead, but so is his nose. So rough going, Captain Lazur, whatever his name is. But yeah, and then the rest of the trailer is mostly just, you know, showing off what she can do. I really like, by the way, this art. I think this is the thumbnail on YouTube that they use for this character short. But the Hoyoverse character artists are something else, man. This is such a gorgeous art, man. Pleiades, I guess it was more of a general thing. I'll still talk about the Evelyn thing. Yeah, I think it's just the fact that Evelyn is just really nice to look at, like the nicest character to look at in the game. So, but yeah, the art here is just beautiful. I mean, just look at this. Like, look at the coloring on the eyes, and if we go further, right, this is just gorgeous. Like the coloring on this is just on point. The reflection, like the contrast between her hair and the lower ends of her, like, you know, cheekbones here, just really nice. Really, really nice character art here. So, but this is the kind of the part that I really want to focus on here, that I really here. No, not quite here. This is the part that I kind of really want to focus on here. The fact that seemingly Linvern values Sigrid not just as, a fellow colleague, as she says here, but as a close friend. In fact, her closest friend. And this might be something that they can expand on within the main story going forward. I really like the fact that they're kind of setting up the Sunbringers to not just be, individualistic, but also having their own connections and, their own lives that they lead separate from one another, right? These are not like, hey, we're just three clones of one person and we all think and act the same. No, they all think and act differently, but more importantly, they all lead different lives from each other, right? Dracena has the people that she's close to. Linvern has the people that she's close to. Eldrada, we'll see, right? Hopefully Eldrada will get close to me. But you guys know what I'm saying. And I kind of want them to expand on this. Now, they might not expand on this because Sigrid, obviously had her moment in the spotlight in 3.1. So we'll see if they get, more screen time here. But I would like to see more backstory into how Linvern and Sigrid met each other, maybe grew up with each other, became close. Because this is very particular language. This is like, yes, they are my most trusted right-hand woman in the Aerospace Defense Force, but also the person in my life I consider my closest friend. I value them beyond just another coworker, and that might be why, Linvern was so willing to trust Sigrid when she came to her in 3.1 about the situation of Remiel, right? Maybe a big reason why Linvern was, so flexible and so willing to work with Remiel is because Sigrid was the one who came to her and be like, hey, look, I need you to trust me, right? Just trust me, there's something going on here. Just listen to me. So this is, I'm hoping that they expand on this, and not just with this. I'm hoping that each of the Sunbringers, Linvern, Dracena, and obviously Eldrada, that they all have their respective, connections, friendships, relationships that they're all closest with. I think going all in on making each of the three, individualistic, independent from each other is the best thing for the story going forward. So I'm hoping that that's the case with, something similar that they're setting up here with Linvern. I hope that they do the same with Dracena and Eldrada. So, but yeah, good stuff. Really good stuff. I enjoy this trailer. I think it would allow me to kind of hone in a little bit on some things I didn't expect that the trailer would go deep into. So yeah, but I do think I prefer the character demo trailer just a little bit because it gave me some nice camera angles. So, Play 80s, you like ZZ's animation style. Whenever they do this art style here, this is my favorite. Like, maybe a lot of people will say, like, this is very generic anime art style. Bro, anime art style does not go this deep on the details. Like, the coloring on this is just gorgeous. I don't care if it's, like, not, like, anything, like, overly unique. It's gorgeous. This is just really just nice to look at. It's very pleasing on the eyes. So, well, it helps that Sigrid herself is pleasing on the eyes. So, all right, moving on, man. Moving on. Good times. Some pretty decent trailers. I wouldn't say the best trailers in the game, obviously. You're competing with some really amazing trailers, but good enough. Good enough. Sigrid already, I think, for me, was set in stone on someone I wanted to summon for from the moment 3.1 ended, and then the event just did her even better. So, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here for today. We went a bit longer than I expected because we were able to chat a little bit in between trailers there. So let me get everyone's name again. Play 80s, Stone, Swev, and Xylene. Thank you guys so much for coming in, coming through, chatting it up a bit. It was a pleasure as always. Hope you guys had a great weekend, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week after Monday here today. And on YouTube, we had Wagadaba come in. If you're still around, Wagadaba, it was always good to have you. Always good to have you. And again, congratulations on your new job. I am very happy to hear that for you. And I wish you luck, my friend, as you get acclimated to your new job. So, but Xylene, have a good one. You too as well, my friend. We'll talk, I imagine, after the stream. And yeah, as always, appreciate you guys. Next stream is going to be, like I said, likely tomorrow. We're going to be summoning for Sigrid. So hope you guys come through for that. And if not, hope you guys have a great rest of the week. I'll see you guys when I see you. As always, take care and peace late.